The month of September is bringing in wealth, money, wealth transfers, healing in your emotional subconscious realm. I want to invite you today to take in a deep breath and release everything that's holding you back, because the month of September could be the month that changes your life. Why do I say that? Hello, everyone. My name is Ruth. I am a clairvoyant, and I ask Spirit here to see what is going on with the predictions for the month of September. I really want to know because I've been feeling this weird vibe, but it's a good vibe. I've been feeling this vibe of September is coming in hot, it's coming in mysterious, it's coming in big, and yet it's coming in the high level of frequency, so only some people are going to catch it. So I am excited today. I have several messages coming in from Spirit. Archangel Gabriel is poking in here. I feel him. I keep thinking about his name. He's poking his energy in. He's the angel and energy of God that holds wealth and holds abundance as well as guidance to get there. So let's go ahead and take a look. Welcome in, Richard. Another pizza night with Ruth. It's in the oven. That sounds about right. I love oven pizza. And I want to invite everyone to also get your water, get your hydration in with the Schumann flares, the Schumann resonance, and the solar flares. We've been having a lot of upgrades and changes a lot lately. You might be struggling with sleeping. You might be having weird dreams. It's all our DNA connecting to the higher realms. So let's get started. All right. And a shout out to Incognito and the Great Big Easy, who constantly say they love this part of the live. So I appreciate your comments. Let's go ahead, get ourselves in a good place, and we are going to bring in the presence of the divine into this channel. All beings, thought forms, entities, technologies, and artificial intelligences that do not have our highest good and the highest good of all life on earth, and that are not in service to the one true source of all creation, the great I am, and the technology you use, such as nanodust, smart dust, black goo, tracers, trackers, implants, blockers, algorithms, and operating systems, and all else not for the highest good of humanity. I command you to leave this live stream, to leave this channel, to leave our electronic devices, our bodies, minds, and energy fields once and for all. Go to the abyss and never torment again. Your contracts on the earth plane are null and void. And I invite all empty space left by these dark forces to be filled now with the light of Christ's energy, the power of Holy Spirit, the divine love of all that is holy and good. We invite truth and clarity into the space with healing and liberty for all. It is so. Let it be. All right, let's get started. Thank you for being here today, everyone. We're just cleansing the air, and I remind you that if I don't do that cleanse, some of the comments in the chat can be erased. So yeah, we're fighting the AIWAR. I have some news here about talking about a WAR of the media system. There seems to be an opening in the media system that's clashing. And I'm going to share a little bit about that. And Spirit brought that up here. I did this reading in different ways. I got 4 different predictions from Spirit. I got 2 cards that came out concerning currency and financial resets. Some sort of independence and financial abundance is coming to the world or to certain parts of the world. We're going to do a prediction on our money and our currency. Now, Spirit chose these topics, okay? The next 2 cards that fell out was there's a group of people making some big plans. And these plans are going to help shift the energy of September. What are these plans? I don't know, but the 3 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles tell me someone on this earth realm, a group of people, powerful people, because we're doing a global shift forecast, are getting ready to do something. So we're going to ask Spirit about that. King of Swords, a new energy is coming to the media. And when I saw this, I saw a new media system arising. I think it's either ABC or CNN is being taken over, and they're going to get new leadership, new inspiration, and new guidelines of how they're going to operate. I'm going to share more with that in a moment. There's also some balance coming to the earth realm concerning spiritual and emotional healing. So we're going to ask Spirit. There's a message coming in for people who have felt like they've been in a difficult situation, especially in their finances. Archangel Gabriel has a message for you. And then we also have this card that we will close with, dreams, and we'll ask Spirit about that. Happy Wednesday on a train from Toronto to Montreal. Sounds good, Marie. You're a late traveler. Is it an overnight? Or is it just an evening train? Congratulations. Congratulations. I love it when people travel because their energy gets spread throughout the world. Okay, Spirit, we're going to do the first question you brought in, and that was the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. And I want to preface this. These are predictions for September. And I've been feeling the energy of a mysterious incoming energy for the month of September. It's coming around. I feel it coming around the East Coast of the United States. I'm also seeing Belgium and the Netherlands and Belgium. What's that? Brussels. I'm also seeing that location might be affected as well. This is related to, some of it's related to money. So let's go ahead, use the money deck. Spirit, what predictions concerning September do you want us to know? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to tap into this energy with one or two sentences of light language. Predictions for September concerning money. Thank you. Justice is coming up. Legal dealings and an upside down Five of Swords. A right side up justice. This is the court system. And this was upside down. Five of Swords represents conflict, something being held in limbo. There's a court that has held something in limbo and it's going to be released in the month of September. Let's get more clarity. There's a court that's either been blocking something important or it's going to make a ruling on something important. Yeah, this has been blocking it. It's been creating confusion and havoc in our world. So the court systems concerning finances, money, and I am being reminded that right now in the U.S. justice system, there's an appeals court that has blocked Mr. T's tariffs and said that it is illegal what he is doing with the tariffs. And Mr. T recently put out a memo to the people that he's going to ignore that. I felt intuitively when I saw that message that what's happening is it sort of blocked certain dealings with the tariff system. But Mr. T is actually going to be using that to do a wealth transfer, okay? This is tying into the Page of Pentacles and the abundance here of the Nine of Pentacles, currency and financial freedom. The currency and the financial freedom have been blocked by a court system, justice. And Spirit wants to give us a prediction about this court system. What is happening? This could be tariffs. I'm getting it's tariffs, but it could also be some sort of currency exchange, something being blocked with the European Union, because I saw Marie says Brussels is the home of the European Union. So thank you, Marie. I'm thinking that it could be a legal battle having to do with between the tariffs of Mr. T and the European Union. Spirit, what else can you tell us? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles is being worked on. And I heard the words moved to a higher court. And then it's going to be demolished. It's going to be backstabbed. It's going to be thrown out of that court. So whatever the appeals court has done is going to be overturned. I believe that court is holding up money from the U.S. people, as well as holding up money that's supposed to go to other nations. This court system has been blocking financial freedom because Mr. T is going to use these tariffs to send money throughout the world, humanitarian aid. It's going to use tariffs to possibly put stipends in people's pockets. What are those? Not the tax credits, but they send out those reimbursement checks, stimulus checks. I believe that that's coming for Americans, but it's also somehow connected to the European Union. Spirit, what can you show us about the European Union? Thank you. Underground dealings. This is why the appeals court has blocked it up, because it's keeping the underground dealings of the dark elite from moving forward. The tariffs are undermining the black market deals of the dark elite. Does that make sense? It's an appeals court that does not have the intention of humanity, or it's a court, okay? It's something having to do with a blockage in the legal system because the dark elite want to transfer their money and the tariffs are making it very difficult. Queen of Swords, and the media is not telling the full truth. I'm feeling drawn. Yeah, the devil. The devil's in the details in the media. Okay, so we see that picture. What is going to happen? We already have a prediction here that court decision will be overturned in a higher court. What do we need to know, Spirit? I heard the words, the money will flow. Death, transformation, and rebirth. The Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Pentacles. Once we get over this hump with the court deals, it's going to break something loose across the entire world. And the kings of the earth are going to have the freedom to truly invest in their own countries. This is a world leader, and this is worldwide transformation, and this is worldwide destiny and fate. So it's already been decided from the higher consciousness of things that whatever is blocking it will be removed. And we're getting the world leadership are wanting these things removed. And that's one reason why it will be, is because the intentions of the world leaders are wanting all restrictions on tariffs removed. They don't want the court system. And if I can remember, there's actually a constitutional law in the United States that says the appeals any court system cannot interfere with the acts of the executive branch. So it's technically constitutionally unsound for an appeals court to do that. The executive branch have the right to levy taxes and to levy tariffs. Frankly, I'm really happy for once that the United States is not raising U.S. taxes, but instead levying it from other imported goods on an equal scale. All right, Spirit. So the money's going to start flowing and a dam's going to break for the world in September. And it has to do with releasing whatever's happening in the justice system. Question number 2. You want to talk to us about the Three of Cups, a group of, I just heard the word high vibrational people making plans. I want to get confirmation about a major plan. And I hear the words, it's rolling in. It's rolling in September. Some sort of plan is rolling in. And it's high vibrational. It's emotionally uplifting. It is frequency driven. I'm really seeing like med bed progress. I am seeing some sort of patent released on technology, let's get further clarity. I've got 2 cards here. Okay, an upgrade and a partnership. Okay, a very good partnership. It's confirming a group of people. Spirit, what do you want us to know about this partnership? I heard the words from the heavens. Yeah. What? Oh my goodness. Okay. I just pulled the top 4 cards. We have the Hermit card. And in the tarot, this represents future humanity, ascended humanity. I'm even seeing like those white people, those people who dress in white robes that are in the crystal cities underneath the earth. I know that's super crazy, but they have like anti-gravity crafts and they don't want anything to do with the earth because we're all about WAR and international conflict, and we have the atomic bomb. This is humanity. This is a very human card, but they've been separate. I'm also getting the energy of advanced humanity or time traveled humanity, people who've already been living on the earth realm and they're coming back to our time frame. And then I'm getting galactics, angelics, and the world of the star seeds. Okay, I am getting not the star seeds that are incarnated. I'm getting the stars. Okay, galactics. 2 partners. Get this. The other 2 cards right after was 2 of Cups, a partnership, and the Lovers, a partnership. And when we have the 2 of Cups, this usually represents one-on-one partnership, but the Lovers represents it. It's a major arcana, so it represents it on a world scale. So this is people group partnerships. This is a star seed league. This is a galactic alliance, and it has to do with humanity. Part of this group making the decisions and making the partnership is a group of humans. A group of humans have made a connection with the stars. I heard the word, this is crazy. I heard the words, they have landed. And I think it's connected to 3-Eye Atlas. Okay. I'm hearing the word Eisenhower. Think Eisenhower, like that kind of deal that happened. The deal when Eisenhower made a deal, but it might have been with, it doesn't matter who he made a deal with, but they might not have been as high vibrational. They might have been, but they might not have been. They're coming in to make a deal over a portal or Stargate. This is an astral delivery point. Some of this language I've never heard before, like a star league or an astral delivery point. They're making a deal for a portal point to be able to safely come in and out of Earth. This could even have to do with Antarctica. Didn't we just have an earthquake down there? We had Antarctica, ice wall type of stuff, lands beyond, realms beyond, dimensions beyond. Saint Germain, think Saint Germain traveling in his his teleportation body. Think Ascended Masters, think the Venusians, the Galactics. I'm just sharing with you what I see. But then I'm also seeing like a massive being of like Archangel Michael type massive energy coming down. Like he's very etheric, he's very higher dimensional, 9, 10. I'm seeing a leader in the angelic galactic realm. I know they might be different. I don't know all the details, but a leader of that power coming in. All right. And I'm seeing that he has messengers and there's like a portal, and I see ice or a frequency shield or some sort of wall, and it's opened and they can come through. But where these angels and galactics are coming through, it's into a safer, secluded area so that it won't be completely known or seen by the rest of the world. It's like I see them coming through the dimensions, teleporting through this liquid glass or this type of ice wall portal that's not ice. It's something like an ice. It's clear. And they're going into a safe container space. And this safe container space is created by advanced humans and people who know technology, but it's very much high end advanced humanity. Very few normal people know about this. So portals opened. A method of transportation and teleportation has been opened to the higher dimensions. Take it as it resonates. Something's been opened. Okay. Woo! This is definitely an alliance, an agreement, and it's not just a star seed alliance made in the heavens. This is between someone who's concrete on the earth, but very advanced. Richard says our earth neighbors coming in with the frequency fence is no more quarantine gone. What I'm getting is that quarantine wall is still up there, but they like opened up the certain portal points so that you're right. We are no longer quarantined. It's no longer in place. But I do firmly believe that there are still negative entities scrambling around on earth. And the reason why I say that is because the deliverance sessions I've been doing with my friends have ramped up. We're almost doing about one a week. And when we cast out the entities, they get very weak very fast, but then they also have to, look for a place to go. So there are still beings of intelligence, negative beings attached to people's fields. We had one situation where she started speaking in a very negative demonic light language and started spitting right back at us. The moment we began speaking in our light language, it became an argument over Zoom, and her face contorted, and she just started, and we gave her full permission to do it. We're like, you just relax, let everything happen. At this point, I feel that there still could possibly be many skirmishes between darkness and light. I would love to say all the entities are gone, but after I saw that example, I know that there still are some attached to people's energies. So if you're interested in any of that, please reach out to me on my website, and I can get you in contact with my friend, and me and her can have a session with you. And it's just basically voices in people's heads. Sometimes they can hear different influences, and they're like, that's not me. So just reach out. No more frequency fence. Yep. They can now pass through the frequency fence into a safe place. And I believe that fence is now being monitored, or that division line is being monitored by the people of light. Okay. So what does this mean for September, Spirit? And this has already happened. That's why I feel like something mysterious is coming to Earth. This is going to produce a massive timeline shift for us in September. The energy of high frequency beings on our good Earth, on God's good Earth, is going to shift the frequency of our entire planet. And what I'm seeing here is that the solar flares and the Schumann resonance have been pumping up to get ready to harbor these beautiful high frequency beings. It's just so beautiful right now. I wish I have a technology that I could show you what was in my mind. I see like shimmering glass or clear crystal, but it's shimmering plates or clothes or bodies, and it's like scales, but they're crystal clear scales, but they have an iridescent pearlescent shimmer. So like you can see like that little shimmer of red or that little shimmer of blue, and it's like light body plus it's not a light body, it's an interdimensional body, and it's in a containment area where the frequency that the ascended ones or the human ascended masters or advanced humanity, it's like they've charged the atmosphere of this. It's not a room, it's like a massive building or like a massive location. They've charged the frequencies to be able to house these interdimensional iridescent, and I can see it's like a breastplate, only it's like scales. It is like so beautiful, you all. And they have arms, but it's semi-solid. Wow. Okay, let's move on. It's going to change our earth realm having these people just on our 3D earth realm. It's going to produce tremendous support for us to manifest, to grow, to create, to love more, to be our true beings of light that we're called to be. All right, prediction number 3. All right, the media. Okay, let's get grounded now. Back to earth, back to earth. King of Swords, media systems, media leadership, and a new energy coming to the media system. What have I noticed recently on just my own side of things? Number 1, I noticed that the media is putting out a little bit more information that's not normally put out there. For example, on my Roku channel, there is 1 or 2 videos that's going out. Number 1, there are videos that are promoting the U.S. Army. There's 2 advertisements, and they're happening everywhere, promoting signing up to join the U.S. Army. That's not the biggest thing that caught my attention. The biggest thing is the anti-fentanyl. I'm going to say F, okay? The F drug, because I don't want to trigger anything on YouTube. But the anti-F drug that is going across my YouTube channel, different things. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on Peacock television. Okay, now you know what I watch. And this is a very intense video. And there's 2 advertisements. One of them is they actually have the man say, "This was me," and he morphs into grotesque face, and then eventually he says, "And then I die, and I die alone." And he says, "Don't take fentanyl." And then it says, "Please join Mr. T's." They don't say Mr. T. "Please join President T's fight against fentanyl." And I'm like, wow. That's good. The other one against against the F drug is somebody had weed and it was laced with F, and then and she passes away. And then there's a basketball player that said, "I just said it was my last time," and he said it was my last time, and he passed away. And I'm like, oh my goodness, these advertisements are intense. And the third person said, "I was addicted just like the drug dealers wanted me to be addicted, and I passed away alone." And what I see, and in that video as well, says, "Please join Mr. T's fight against F, that drug." And I realize, number 1, there's a shift in the media for them to approve something with Mr. T's name on Amazon and Roku and Peacock. I don't know if they approve it on the mainstream channels, but that was powerful. But the other one blew my mind. And I'm going to be careful here, but talk about opposing, conflicting media stories. So they have some YouTube videos about supporting and sending money to Gaza because everybody is dying there. And then there's another video that pops up, a YouTube advertisement that has actual video footage and pictures from Gaza. It says, "Due to corrupt media and politicians who want to line their pockets, we are showing you actual videos and actual photos taken from Gaza in the month of July." It was the month of August and the month of July. And you see food markets, and you see chocolate, not like it looks like a Middle Eastern market, but you can tell some of these women made some handmade chocolates. You have potatoes, whatever, fruits, whatever they have. And they have people just selling food. It says this was in Gaza, and everyone else that tells you otherwise is lying. And I said to myself, we have opposing media stories, like major opposing media stories. So what is humanity going to believe? Is Gaza really famine ridden, or do they really have markets? And you have testimonies from each side. I've heard the videos on each side. Oh, I've been to Gaza. People are getting shot. Da, 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 da. And then, oh yeah, these are actual videos, footage from Gaza. So there is a conflict happening in our media system. The WAR is on, and people are going to want some answers. So I thought it was interesting that when I was pulling sets of cards for predictions, the media came up. Let's take a look. Marie says, my friend got a message today from one of our cable providers saying they will no longer be airing the Disney, Nickelodeon, and a couple of others. Wow, Nickelodeon, I apologize. Disney, Nickelodeon, and a couple of other channels. Woo, I'm telling you, there's a media conflict. Okay, several cards, but it's too many. Let me calm my mind down and tap into the energy of what Spirit wants to say, because I don't want my mind to be distracted. We'll pull in some light language to connect to the frequency. Spirit, what would you want to say, telling us about the media systems for the month of September? Thank you. Got the deck. Okay. A community or a corporation. Knight of Swords. Swords represent information. The Knight of Swords also represent being cut, sliced, fast-moving energy that doesn't think. It just cuts. Haste, quickness. So there is a corporation or a company that's moving fast or going to get cut fast. And it's going to be from secret dealings with the dark elite. They're going to be, I hear the word stripped, laid bare, no longer, I can't feel the next, no longer, maybe just no longer. Their time is up. Their resources are dried. Now I'm seeing CNN. Yeah, I'm seeing, I see a little bit of ABC, but I am seeing CNN. CNN might get a master cut. Somebody might cut funding. They might be put under investigation, or they might, a major leader in CNN might be exposed, or a presenter. What do you call that? The person who talks. Something is going to be exposed due to secret dealings with the elite. Underground money, transfer money. They accepted a handout. Yeah. Financial corruption, embezzlement, and theft. Okay. And I'm getting that's it. That's all Spirit wants us to know. So look to see certain media companies to see if they go under some sort of quick cutting due to financial fraud. Now, we might not see the fraud, but if they do get cut, Spirit's letting us know it's because of financial fraud. Richard says, the overall tone level of Earth has finally risen above. Succumb. No more doom and gloom. Apathy, but create positive love and light. No more chaos. The merchants peddling the negative. That is so good. I cannot fully agree with you. It is getting more and more difficult for merchants, entities, just narcissistic people, corporations, the dark elite, to peddle negativity, to sell it, and then to harvest it as well. Okay, so there's a media company that's doomed. Spirit says your time is up. All right. Now, something else coming for the month of September. If you would like to join me on my membership, I am offering private exclusive readings. It is only $9 a month. I want to thank every one of you that has supported me so far. I appreciate it. And those of you who've sent donations and purchased readings, you don't know how timely it is when you do that. Thank you so much. Go to my website. You can book a private reading. You can join that or look at the Global Shift membership. I will be doing another emotional healing webinar. This is going to make space for wealth, love, and health with the power of Christ, energy, and love language on September 28th. So join my membership, $9 a month, $80 a year to get that free. So I just wanted to share that with you all. Thank you to everyone who is putting a thumbs up, commenting in the videos. I appreciate that. Let's continue. There's another message, one more, and then I'll do these other two cards. There's another message coming in for balance and healing. I'm going to pull the angel deck for this. Spirit, what is happening? I'm getting this is in the emotional level and the spiritual level of Earth, her energetic field, but not just Earth, it's the consciousness realm. It's like everyone's collective consciousness connected into that etheric field. Spirit, what do you want to tell us? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Spirit wants to talk about conflict within the energy and the emotions of certain people. A new beginning is coming, an open door, an opportunity, a massive reset. And this is the end of a cycle. And I heard the words Kala Yuga. Is that the end of a cycle? The age of Pisces? I just heard the new age has begun. And that's not a reference to new age people or new age religion or new age ideology. This is the new age has begun. The Piscean age of the dark feminine is over. Piscean is the energy of Pisces for the last 2,000 years. The dark feminine has controlled the leaders of the earth, the spirit of Jezebel, in conjunction with Moloch and Baal and some of these entities of darkness. I just know the biblical names right now, but there's other spiritual names as well. The Anunnaki, for example. But they partnered with dark feminine or harnessed feminine energy and made it dark and have used it to co-create or manipulate true feminine energy or true Christ energy in masculine and feminine. The Piscean age was a time of the dark religions. It was a time where people could not see. Their DNA was turned off. Their spiritual gifts were minimized. And it's the end of a cycle. And this is Saturn coming out of Pisces. I believe that Saturn is coming out of Pisces soon. And it's retrograde in Pisces. Pisces represents Piscean energy. And Saturn is the granddad. So there's going to be a pop that goes on in people's energy fields where any kind of DNA blockage from that old religious, old family, old generational, ancestral baggage, it's going to be so much easier to pop it off of us. And it's going to be an end of emotional turmoil, but it's emotional bondage. And this is going to help some of your loved ones break out of some emotional soul tie connections. Emotional bondage. Emotional bondage is going to pop off of people like never before. Wow. And that goes right in with these two cards. Balancing emotions on a world scale. Okay, to recap the 4 major predictions, and then I'm going to pull in 2 of these little cards here. Something's happening with the financial currency realm. Financial freedom is going to open and start flowing freely in September. It's going to affect Washington, D.C., the East Coast. I don't know why I'm seeing Nova Scotia. Maybe it's because I recently saw someone else see Nova Scotia. But anyway, the East Coast up through Canada. I do see part of Canada here. And I'm seeing Brussels and the European Union, or I saw Brussels anyway, which is part of the European Union, the head of the European Union. So something in the financial world is going to break open and begin flowing for the good of humanity. There has been an alliance between Earth humans who are advanced for the good of the Earth and galactic energy and galactic beings, and they have beautiful starry type crystal bodies, like actual crystal plate. It's so pretty. The next prediction, and this is going to shift the entire energy, and already has been shifting the entire energy of the planet to have them so close to our proximity. The third prediction is the media system is going to shake. Look to see a major media corporation. There's a big truck going by. See it get an overhaul or something cut quickly. It's going to happen quick. And thirdly, there is an end of cycles for the emotional bondage from generation to generation to generation in our ancestors and in our lineage. All right. Somebody on this live, or somebody here, or somebody who will watch the replay, has been feeling like you cannot get ahead. If this is you, I want to invite you to book a reading with me. However, if you cannot, or it doesn't resonate with you, I feel like there's a message coming in for you. You feel like you just hear the words, you cannot get ahead financially. You cannot get ahead financially. You feel stuck. You feel tied up. And this is 1, 2, 3 people. The struggle has been real, and you've been asking God to give you a message. How can I rise above my current circumstances? I don't usually do this on the live, but let's find out. Marie says, "Yay, Canada." Yes. Spirit, what can you tell us about the message this person or these few people who will watch this video, and it's timeless. You've been feeling stuck financially in your job, your career, finances, paying bills, and you've been praying and asking God for guidance. What do I do? Hear the words, give them this message. Hear the words, there is hope for your past. It will not hold you forever. Indeed, there is coming something to the earth which has the name of your blockage in its sights, and it will break it off of you. And in the twinkling of an eye, you will see a massive change in your life. And this change is going to produce a flow and a series of events that's going to change how you do things forever. It's going to change the flow of money into your life, and it's going to change the type of access and help you receive. Do not be discouraged and do not fear. Help is on the way. All I want you to do is to look for the ways you can bless someone else. Tell them thank you. Tell them a complimentary word. Give them a piece, I hear the words, a piece of your apple. Maybe you cut apples with your knife. Give them a piece of your bread. Maybe you have a sandwich and you can split one and give one away. You made a vow to me that if you received money, you would give it away to bless the poor. You went through a season of poverty so you would know what it was like to be poor. And now that you know, Your abundance will come in, and you will not forget what it felt like to be poor. So you will continually use your money to help others. And this was part of your soul contract. You chose to come in and go through a season of poverty so that you would know what it was like to have nothing but a sandwich, I heard. And I'm seeing shoes that have holes in them or socks that have holes in them. You know what it's like. Woo! And then I I see you creating backpack ministries where you put socks and shoes into people's backpacks and you give them out to the poor. I will use your hands to bless the poor, and your feet will walk the streets. And you will give to others what you once did not have. And you chose this path, and I am letting you know right now, says the Spirit of God, that you have passed the test, you have fulfilled your course of action, your plan, and I am ready to upgrade you. Continue with the purity of your heart to constantly give to others what little you have, and I will open up from heaven, the windows of heaven, a blessing that you cannot receive for the abundance that it is. It will be so full and overflowing that you won't know where to put it all. The Spirit of the Lord says, you are loved, you are precious, and you are watched. You've passed the test, and all will be made right again. It is so. Okay. So that's a message for someone who might feel like God has forgotten them and is not providing for their needs, and Spirit does notice you. God, your angels, your guides, the power of Christ, the universe has noticed you. They've seen your sacrifice and they've heard your prayers. So go in peace. And I send you so much love that this beautiful abundance would open for the good of humanity, because you're going to help feed a lot of people, and you're going to have a backpack. I don't know. You're going to help somehow or some other. You're going to be putting socks in a backpack, whether it's a one-time thing or an actual ministry. Something you've gone through is going to become your ministry. Something you're going through. When you say, why can't I have what everyone else has? This, why can't I have this water? Why can't I have this? And you're like, why, God? They've heard your prayer. Heard your prayer. Your prayers are heard. The answer's on the way. All right, everyone, I want to leave you with this message. This card came out at the beginning of the reading. Dreams. Believe in your dreams. Some of you have goals and beautiful manifestations that you've been praying for, you've been asking God or Spirit or your guides for, or you've just been thinking about it a lot. And I heard somebody say once, if you have a reoccurring desire in your heart, it's because your soul says it belongs to you. If you have a reoccurring desire to make a certain income level, or to have this kind of hobby, or to travel to a certain location, and you can't get out of your mind, it could be anything. It could be you want to build your dream home. It might be, I just really want to go visit this location, or I want to have this experience swimming with sharks, and you can't get it out of your mind. They said it's because your soul is calling you to it, and it was meant for you. So today, rest in peace, that your soul's desire is supported. Believe in yourself, believe in your dreams. I hear the words, don't forget to dream. So if you don't have a dream, a plan, or not just a plan, something that just makes you happy, your bucket list, don't forget to dream. Set your deepest desires, send them up to the stars and say, I would like to go on that cruise. Or I dream of the day when our family can all be together in one place. I dream of the day I can have that beautiful back deck overlooking the mountains. I dream of that beautiful log cabin, or I dream of one day helping the poor. I dream of having this income level. That's a soul fulfillment too, a purpose. To break out of poverty and to reach a certain income level. That's breaking generational curses. And if your soul's calling you to that, It's because it's in your destiny. So don't forget to dream, believe in your dreams, and know your prayers are heard. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Okay, I think for next Sunday, the private live, we're going to do the great wealth transfer. If Spirit will let me. We're going to look at the great wealth transfer for the public live Sunday at 11. Join me there. Please subscribe to the channel. And for the private live, we're going to be looking at financial predictions for the month of September. So they kind of go together. And again, I will be doing a webinar at the end of the month. If you want to get rid of negative emotions and make space for good emotions to come in, you can actually make space in your body by feeling into certain emotions, releasing them, bringing in light, and it becomes a vacuum for an intention, wealth, love, or health. So book with me or join me on my website. We are dead without our dreams, Richard says. Right on. Yep. They are our Christ light energy. They give us our why and give us a reason to get up in the morning. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next Sunday at 11 and on the membership as well. Until next time, together in light we rise. Be happy, be blessed, and dream on.